Numb, emotionally wrecked.
It's every pet owner's worst nightmare. 2 Multnomah County cats euthanized after being infected by the avian flu, also known as bird flu. The Oregon Department of Agriculture confirming that both cats were eating the same type of food. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for Katu News at 11, everyone. I'm Barry Mangold. A lot to get to tonight. Officials are now asking pet owners to check the lot numbers of their Wild Coast Raw pet food products. Right now, there are 2 batches of that pet food that are impacted. We're going to have those specifics for you shortly. First, though, let's get straight to Katu's Tanvi Verma. You've been talking to experts all day, Tanvi. What are you hearing and what are you learning about how this illness spreads?
Well, right now, a spokesperson with the Oregon Department of Agriculture says that there's no evidence that the disease is spreading from cat to cat or cat to human. They have seen the correlation with cat food. We spoke with one woman who fed her cats Wild Coast Raw food, and her story is heartbreaking. Watch.
Christine Knopp holds the stuffed animal version of her cat Hattie and cries.
This one was based on my girl that I lost, actually. It's been really hard. I love my cats so much.
In just a few days, her cat went from having a fever to not being able to walk.
She was stumbling, and she wasn't even running the fever anymore.
She says her cat tested positive for the avian flu and then had to be euthanized. While officials haven't confirmed this yet, the Oregon Department of Agriculture has confirmed 2 new cases of the avian flu, leading to the euthanization of 2 Multnomah County cats.
They were both consuming the same brand and formulation of raw pet food. And we were able to collect pet food samples from one of the owners who still had the food they had been feeding the cat when it got sick. And we're able to test those. Those samples were also positive for the virus.
This right here is the pet food, and Knopp's cats ate this too. The company is called Wild Coast Pet Foods. It put out a statement saying in part, to prioritize safety and minimize potential harm, if you have our free-range chicken formula with lot numbers 22660 or 22664 and a best buy date of December 2025, we recommend either cooking the product to an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit, or you can discard it for a full refund. For you at home, the Oregon Department of Agriculture has some tips. You can change your clothes and shoes after interacting with animals that may possibly be sick. And if your pet seems sick, don't hesitate to take them to the vet's office. Knopp knows all of this firsthand and is opening up during her grief so that hopefully her experience can be avoided.
A couple things. Even for health benefits, avoid raw food right now. Do not feed poultry. If you are going to, everything should be cooked. Keep an eye on your kitties. Any fever, just watch. If their appetite is going down, keep an eye on it, but especially any wobbliness of hind legs or any weakness.
Head to our website at katu.com for an extended web article on this story and for more information on what happens to flocks of chickens who are killed because of the avian flu. At the live desk, Tanvi Verma, Katu News.
All right, Tanvi, good information.